Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing our first deck with the new Murders at Karlov Manor cards. So this is very exciting, a whole new injection of cards into the format, and there are some interesting ones. So today we're starting off with something pretty simple, which is Izzet Ensoul artifacts. So you may have seen this archetype before, but you play a lot of cheap artifacts, and you basically stick either an Ensoul artifact or a Zoetic glyph on them. And it essentially, both of these turn them into 5-power creatures, and you beat down the opponent very quickly. So you have options in terms of your artifacts. So we have kind of the blood tokens that Epicure creates, the map tokens that Spyglass Siren creates, but we also have Darksteel Citadel, 4 copies of that. So that which when you put an Ensoul artifact on it, turns it into a 5/5 that's also indestructible, so just really helps take the opponent down very, very quickly, and combine that with something like Shrapnel Blast, which deals 5 damage to any target. If you sacrifice an artifact to pay its costs, then you can just kill the opponent very quickly, so it's a very aggressive deck. But in terms of the new cards we're playing, so from the main set, we are playing 4 copies of Gleaming Geardrake. So this is blue-red for a 1/1 artifact Drake with flying. When it enters the battlefield, investigate, so that's a great start. It's an artifact creature that comes with another artifact, and whenever you sacrifice an artifact, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Well, we will be sacrificing maps, we will be sacrificing blood, we will be sacrificing things to our Shrapnel Blasts, so we will be able to grow the Geardrake. And also, if we do put an Ensoul artifact or a Zoetic glyph on this, then its base power becomes 5, but the +1/+1 counters still apply. So it could turn into a 6, 7, 8 power flying creature and can very quickly close out the game. And then the other new card to Explorer that we're playing that isn't in Murders at Karlov Manor but has been added at the same time is Smuggler's Copter. So this is a Kaladesh era card, recently unbanned in Pioneer and now back on the client in Arena. So this is one of the best vehicles, probably the best vehicle ever printed. 3/3 for 2 with flying. It has crew 1, so all of our creatures can crew it. And whenever it attacks or blocks, I can draw a card, and if I do, discard a card, so it's great at card filtering. And a very powerful flying body, so Smuggler's Copter is also in the deck as well, so that's a very good thing to have. And then the rest of the deck is just all about getting those cheap artifacts into play. So we have, as I say, 4 copies of Voldaren Epicure, 4 copies of Spyglass Siren, so 1-mana creatures that come with artifacts attached. 1 Combat Courier, so this is an artifact creature that we can sacrifice to draw a card, but also comes back again. Couple of copies of Diamond Pickaxe, so this not only allows us to equip it to a creature and kind of generate additional treasure, but if we Ensoul artifact this, then it's just a backup copy of our indestructible lands. Then we've got 3 copies of Torch the Tower, so very good way of dealing with opposing creatures, and if we do bargain it, then it deals 3 damage to that permanent and we scry 1, and obviously bargaining it also triggers our Gleaming Geardrake if we bargain one of our artifacts. And we're also running just 1 Spell Pierce, just to counter some of the things that the opponent might be trying to do. Then our 2-drops, as well as the ones we've already talked about, we just have Inti, Seneschal of the Sun. So this is a 2/2 for 2. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until end of turn. And whenever you discard one of our cards, exile the top card of your library, you may play that card until your next end step. So with things, this is a very low to the ground curve, so often that discard into draw ability, pseudo draw ability, will allow us to essentially play whatever the card is. So yeah, that is the main deck. One note of caution I would say about Gleaming Geardrake is that the mana requirements are more restrictive than anything else that the deck plays. You do need blue-red, which does make it a little bit of a nombo with our Darksteel Citadel if we want to get that into play early. So we will have to think about how we sequence our lands, and that may not be entirely optimum. We may want to consider perhaps swapping out 1 Darksteel Citadel for another Diamond Pickaxe, as they do roughly the same thing. In fact, I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I thought about it, but let's keep our number of lands the same, and let's reassess that at the end. But our mana base is 12 dual lands, and then just 13 dual lands, sorry, and then just some utility lands, 1 creature land, and a couple of basic lands as well. Then we are running Gigantha as our companion because we can. 3 more copies of Spell Pierce in the sideboard, so bring that in against opponents that are running a lot of difficult non-creature spells for us to deal with. A Rending Volley, very good at killing blue-white creatures. Another Torch the Tower. Damping Sphere shuts down Nykthos and Lotus Field. I'm expecting with the new Archdruid's Charm in the format, I would not be surprised if we saw some Nykthos action. Unlicensed Terse, some graveyard hate there. A couple of Rampaging Frostodons just to shut down the opponent's life gain. Hazoret the Fervent, another 5-power big creature. And then Witchstalker Frenzy, dealing 5 damage to a creature, but cheaper if we are attacking, or if the opponent's attacking. Mainly there just so that we have an answer to Shieldred, because damage-based removal, decks that run damage-based removal often struggle with it, so that's why we have Witchstalker Frenzy. So yeah, exciting times, but yes, as I say, we're starting with a relatively straightforward aggro deck in the format. There'll be plenty more new decks to try with the new cards, but Gleaming Geardrake and Smuggler's Copter are what we're leaning into today. So thank you very much for watching. Hit those like and subscribe buttons. Plenty more decks to come. Let me know in the comments if you've seen any deck lists that you think would be good. And yeah, let's go onto the ladder and see how we go on with this. Okay, let's make a start. You see, and here we face the very problem I was talking about. So I don't think we can keep this hand because there just isn't enough going on here, which is a shame. This is a decent one. So let's pop back Shrapnel Blast. So decent showcase for the new card at least. So let's open with a Spyglass Siren, get our map token. Okay. Send in the Siren, play Gleaming Geardrake. Okay, the opponent's on Golgari lands, so this could be Golgari midrange. Just reading the Geardrake. Okay, that's fine. Darksteel Citadel's a decent draw, so let's do this the right way around. Let's play another Geardrake. Let's crack the map on our Siren. Okay, so we're off to a pretty aggressive start here, which is good. Yeah, I'll take the 3 for the moment. We are winning this race as things stand. Yep, that's also fine. So let's play another Geardrake. Let's sacrifice a clue to draw a card. And I think we'll just keep the attacks coming because the opponent is now facing down lethal. Yep. Okay, that was a very good start. The Geardrake showing its value there. So the opponent is on Golgari, so the chances are that they are playing Shieldred, so we'll put in Witchstalker Frenzy. I think we'll have another Torch the Tower as well, because it's very good at dealing with Mosswood Dread Knight and the like. And what can come out here? I think we can lose... maybe we lose Inti? Well, let's ditch Spell Pierce, and yeah, a couple of copies of Inti, just because Fatal Push is ubiquitous in the format, particularly in this kind of matchup, so that seems fine. Yep, this is a decent hand. Obviously, we are not showcasing much of our Ensoul artifacts at the moment, but this is definitely good enough. So we'll have a choice of either Inti or... Okay, that to me suggests Fatal Push is in hand. So let's see if I can bait them into using it. Nope. I'll keep Ensoul Artifact. Yep, that's fine. They ended up using it anyway, and we got the value off it. Okay, let's play Inti here. Discard one of our Witchstalker Frenzies. That's pretty decent, so we'll play Otawara. We'll crack a map on Inti. Let's ditch Shrapnel Blast here, I think. Now, let's play Gleaming Geardrake. Now let's Ensoul Artifact on the Clue token. That's fine, we're still growing our creatures here. So let's play Darksteel Citadel, pop Gigantha in our hand. I'm not that fussed about killing their Mosswood Dread Knight. Okay, that's pretty good, so let's attack. Use Witchstalker Frenzy on their Preacher. Play another land. Hold up Shrapnel Blast. Well, they've just killed themselves here, so... Okay, that was a pretty positive start. Didn't even need Smuggler's Copter. Okay, this is not very good because we don't have anything that can actually... that is an actual creature. And no blue land, so let's mulligan. Yep, that's better. So I think we just want maximum damage here because the opponent's probably running a control deck, so I think let's turn to Ensoul Artifact here. Interesting. Okay. Let's not turn to Ensoul Artifact. Let's attack with our Epicure. And let's play Smuggler's Copter. Okay, let's pop Ottawa into play. Let's Ensoul artifact our blood token. Crew our Smuggler's Copter. Now, if I spell pierce this, I run into the danger of temporary lockdown. But I think let's just assume. I think we're going to have to assume here. Because if they don't have it, they are in serious trouble. Okay. Yep. Okay, that gamble was worth it. So, the opponent is on Azorius control. Be interesting to see if they are playing No More Lies yet. So let's bring in some additional removal. We will perhaps play Hazara on the play. 4 cuts, 4 cuts. Shrapnel Blast is a bit vulnerable to being counterspelled. So I might just take those out. Yep. I mean, the spell pierces are good. Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? The blood token gives us something to do as well, so... So let's play Shivan Reef. Let's not play Inti without counterspell backup, I don't think. Let's just pass the turn here. Yep, fine. Let's discard. Which land are we getting rid of here? Let's get rid of Ottawa, I think. Spire Bluff Canal's a decent draw, so let's play Inti. Cool. I'll ditch torch the tower, I think, here. Okay, well, let's just keep the attacks rolling for now. Discard Soken Zan. Target himself. Sure. That's pretty good. So let's play Smuggler's Copter. Let's hold back a Spell Pierce. Now let's play Gleaming Geardrake. Let's crack a map on our Epicure. See what they want to do here. Yeah, I'll keep another inty. Let's crew our Smuggler's Copter. Sure. That is nowhere near the end of the world. What did they exile there? Dovin's veto. Still no Wandering Emperor, though, which is a surprise. Yeah, let's spell pierce that. They might have Teferi. No, just Omen of the Sea. Ooh, Meticulous Archive. Yeah, one of the better new lands, I think, because it's in colours which don't mind it being a tap land. Okay, 2-0 to Izzet Artifacts. Very good, let's move on. Okay, well, we're certainly getting lucky on the coin toss in these games, but not going to complain about that. I think Spyglass Siren is the better first play here, just because growing it with Inti will be it's only a 1-drop, will be a good shout. So let's lose the Shivan Reef. Okay, shame to lose that, but let's crack the map on Inti. Discard another reef. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's play Pickaxe into Epicure. The opponent's on gates, it looks like, so we may have one more turn before we get hit with a gates ablaze. That's pretty sad. So let's play Gleaming Geardrake. Let's torch the tower on their Rejuvenator. So they're playing Maze's End, that's fine. So, what do we want to do against this strategy? I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, they might have some life gain, I suppose, so we could pop in Frostodon. Take out a couple of... we can probably take out Diamond Pickaxe. Although, indestructible stuff probably isn't terrible, actually, so let's keep that in. Trimmer Torch the tower. Trimmer Shrapnel Blast. Apart from that... yeah, this'll do. Okay, that's probably a better start for our opponent this time round, so let's play Epicure. Ooh, Zoetic Glyph will come in handy soon, so let's pop a Smuggler's Copter into play. Pass the turn. Ah, so they're playing Spelunking. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, but they don't have any land, which is not great for them, so let's play Inti. Crew our Smuggler's Copter. Now let's decline to discard here, but we will draw. Discard our duplicate Inti. That's a very good draw. Okay, well that went pretty well. Okay, so we may be facing down a Gates Ablaze in a moment. In which case I think the best shout is probably just to cast Zoetic Glyph on our Darksteel Citadel. Crew our Copter. Attack, attack, attack. Discard duplicate Copter. Target our Inti. Take action. Discard Otawara. This is all pretty spicy, isn't it? Ooh! They can't take away my Darksteel Citadel, though, so... And then... sure. So... we should be able to win from here, I would think. So let's crew the Smuggler's Copter. Send it in. Discard land. Yeah, I think we could just pass the turn for the moment. Okay. Yep, they're dead. So let's Shrapnel Blast, sacrificing our blood token. Yep. Okay, 3-0, and we're motoring through these, so I think we've got time for another. Four matches on the play. I'll suffer for this later, but... Zoetic Glyph on the Diamond Pickaxe is a pretty nice interaction, so... stops any blowout potential. So I could play Drake here, but I think I'm happy to just get the Smuggler's Copter online. The opponent's on Abzan, so it could be Greasefang. Yep. Hitting me with a Witherbloom command, eh? Okay. Well, Let's just... Let's just start beating them down, I think. Okay, torch the tower's pretty good, so let's play Epicure, give us the bargain ability on torch. Because this will kill their Greasefang if they play one. Go, go, go. Okay, so they've got Parhelion. Unfortunately, they now also... Yeah, no, that's fine. Hopefully they don't have Thoughtseize. They'll just go straight into trying to cast Greasefang. No, just Chariot, okay. This is an interesting choice now. I think we should hold on to torch the tower just in case. So let's send in the pickaxe. I don't think we're in any hurry here. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So let's bargain that away. Don't need another Geardrake. Okay, they're very close to dead here, so let's put a Zoetic Glyph on our Citadel. Send in the creatures. They don't have a Parhelion in the bin either, so... It's fine, I'll take the 4 here. This is going to be close. Well... I think we just need something that will do 1 damage so we can then kill them. Of course, if they pop Parhelion in the bin, then there's nothing we can do. Yep. Okay. Don't think this is going to work out for us, unfortunately. Ooh. Yep. Okay, exactly another shrapnel blast. Yeah, I think we're just letting them see if they make a mistake here. Nope, okay, let's scoop this one up. Just couldn't quite get there. So let's bring in a Rending Volley, torch the tower, and Unlicensed Terse. And what are we taking out? I think we can lose Spell Pierce. Shrapnel Blast is fine. Maybe ditch 3 copies of Inti here. Is there anything else we want? Witchstalker Frenzy. I suppose that does deal with some of their vehicles, so yeah, that seems fine. I think that's the first game we've lost so far this video. Yep, that's a good hand. Let's open with Spyglass Siren. Play Smuggler's Copter again. Ugh. They always have Witherbloom command. So let's stick a Zoetic Glyph on our map token. Because even if they kill it here, we do have the Discover, so it's not a complete loss. Okay, that's fine. So, let's attack again. Play Geardrake. Then at least we have torched the tower if we need it. I do wish they would stop playing Isika's Chariot. So let's torch the tower now, just so they can't crew their chariot. Draw with the clue. Okay. Pop Gigantha in our hand. So we still don't have any vehicles in the bin. Okay, so this I think is going to go pretty well. So let's Ensoul Artifact on our Geardrake. Let's Zoetic Glyph on our Darksteel Citadel. Yep. Okay. Game 3, so am I doing anything differently? I don't think so. Actually, let's put in a couple of Spell Pierces, ditch the Diamond Pickaxe, just because we might be able to snag a Grizzly Salvage or something. It's a tough one because it's a decent hand, but the lack of graveyard hater interaction is a problem. Okay, Shrapnel Blast does give us something, I suppose, so let's play Spyglass. Okay, I think that gives us the in we need, so let's attack. Play Epicure, because they can't Grizzly Salvage this turn, so I don't think they're presenting us too much of a threat at the moment. Okay. That... I forgot about Bitter Triumph, that might be a problem. Do they have Greasefang? Nope. Good. So let's... fire off some value from our Epicure. That's fine. They're losing cards to be able to do that, so... just attack with Combat Courier. If they don't do anything, I might just sack it at the end of turn. That's pretty easy. Okay, no vehicles as yet. Is that another Witherbloom command? Okay. Well, we know they don't have anything else going on now, so... they have an Asika's Chariot in the bin, so... essentially it's just what's the risk that they draw Greasefang? Is it a risk I'm willing to take at this moment in time? Yes, I think so. Because the longer we wait... very good. 4-0. Yeah, that was a very impressive performance by the Ensoul Artifacts deck there, yeah, and the Geardrake, the Smuggler's Copter, yeah, it all came... they were all good cards. So, probably, you know, there's probably some refining that could go on. But yeah, that felt very powerful. Ooh, plenty of new stuff as well, so let's see what packs 3 Murders at Karlov Manor packs to open. Oh, a Leyline of the Guild pack, so we'll be trying that in a mono-green Devotion deck at some point soon. Drag the Canal. And one of the lands, very good, okay. So yeah, this was Ensoul Artifacts. Yeah, Smuggler's Copter didn't do as much as it normally does. We didn't draw it that often, and the opponent tended to deal with it. I mean, it is a kind of must-kill card, so... but yeah, still powerful, obviously. Yeah, so that's the deck. Let me know what you think in the comments. As I say, plenty more new decks to come with Murders at Karlov Manor cards. And hit those like and subscribe buttons. I'll see you next time.